Sam Darnold and the Seahawks woke up this morning Super Bowl winners after an impressive win over the Patriots on Sunday. They will hold a parade in Seattle tomorrow for the Seahawks' first Super Bowl win in 12 years. But their quarterback really defied the odds this season, becoming the first starting quarterback in NFL history to win a Super Bowl on their fifth team or later. He also took care of the ball this postseason, committing 0 turnovers after recording a league-leading 20 during the regular season. We now welcome in Chris Canty, Jeff Saturday. Hello, guys. How are we?
What's happening?
Good morning.
What's going on? What's up, Blue Eyes? What's up, Blue Eyes? Sergeant Friday. What's up, Big Papa? What's up, Big? How you doing, Big Papa? Getting any sleep? Getting any sleep?
No, I ain't getting no sleep. You know the answer to that question,
sleep,
baby? I ain't getting no sleep. You know the answer to that. Why are you asking the question you know an answer to? A good night's sleep is 4 hours.
Because I want I'm doing you a favor. When the world sees you a little bit sleepy and groggy from all these blows that you might get hit with debating against me, I'm looking out for my brother, letting him know it ain't me. He's a proud papa. He's a proud papa. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't getting any sleep. He wasn't getting any sleep. That's why he's looking like that, y'all. It ain't because of Stephen A. It's because he ain't getting no sleep. I'm looking out for you. I'm looking out for you, baby. I'm looking out for you.
True friend.
True friend. I'll let you get back at him.
With friends like that, who needs it? Thank you.
I'll let you get back at him here. Has Darnold done enough to not be doubted anymore? Chris Canty, sleepy or not? Bring it. Let's go.
He's done enough. I mean, I don't know what you want the guy to do. He's reached the pinnacle of the sport as far as active players goes. This is a guy that's, 31-7 over the last 2 years. I mean, the proof is in the evidence of what you've seen him do in terms of being able to guide this team throughout the playoffs to a Super Bowl run. 17 of the 30 possessions that the Seahawks had in the playoffs are scoring drives. Sam Darnold led an offense that had 0 turnovers in the postseason. We always say this as players. Jeff knows this. You make your money in the regular season, you build your legacy in the postseason.
That's right.
Well, what greater legacy do you need to have than a quarterback that led the league in turnovers during the regular season, not turning the ball over at all in the playoffs?
Yes.
So Sam Darnold has done a good job of being able to understand the game, have enough awareness, and to not make mistakes. And for anybody to say that he hasn't done enough, what they're doing is anchoring on the first several years of Sam's career when he was with dysfunctional franchises in the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. And if you're one of those naysayers still about Sam Darnold, then I don't ever want to hear you use the cliche that more quarterbacks are ruined than made in this league, because Sam Darnold is the poster child for that. It just so happens that he has the mental makeup to get on the other side of that adversity where a lot of other quarterbacks just can't.
Yeah, I agree completely. When I think about Sam Darnold, I would say this: he is a good quarterback that played great when it mattered. Like, his best game by far was the NFC Championship. When they asked him to go win the game, you're going to have to make plays, you're going to have to do these things. He made it happen. In the Super Bowl, he didn't need to do that, and he made enough plays avoiding drive killers, right? Avoiding sacks, throwing the ball away, making sure he didn't have to have this massive 300-yard-plus game with a bunch of touchdowns. Just don't turn it over. And there was a couple that could have. The Patriots didn't capitalize, and when he had his opportunities, he did capitalize. I would say, though, the part that you're talking about that I'm most appreciative of, he's self-aware as a player. Like, he gets this whole thing, took the team to win the Super Bowl. He played his role, tip of the cap. He is a Super Bowl champion and earned it. And I respect the heck out of that. And he knows he has room for improvement, and so does his team, which gives you hope to potentially get back or make a run, whatever you want to talk about over the next couple years.
So you have 0 doubts about Sam Darnold?
0 doubts.
0. What about USA?
My doubts are gone. Give this man the respect where he's due. CC and Sergeant Friday are absolutely right. The first 5 or 6 years in the league are what they are, but they were who they were for in the Jets and the then Carolina Panthers, because the Carolina Panthers are obviously vastly improved, and we can't look at them now the way that we were looking at them just a year ago. That much is true. But over the last 2 years, when you look at Sam Darnold, you've thrown for over 8,000 yards. You've thrown for 60 touchdowns and 26 interceptions. You completed better than 66% of your passes. And on top of it all, your record in that time was like 28-6. And so when you look at it from that standpoint to just encapsulate everything with a Super Bowl championship, or to
That's
culminate
right.
everything with a Super Bowl championship. You're a champion. Lamar Jackson can't say that. Josh Allen can't say that. Dak Prescott can't say that. Jared Goff can't say that. Jordan Love can't say that. Even Brock Purdy cannot say that. And so because of that, if you're not going to be willing to say that, you know what, he's done enough to not be doubted any longer, well, then who has?
Yeah.
The only person that you can say that about really is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's the one person. I mean, if that's the criteria. There's guys, I don't doubt the greatness of Lamar Jackson. I don't doubt the greatness of Josh Allen. They still have not done what Sam Darnold did. And when you look at it from that standpoint, you just got to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, I say the other thing, because you made this point, and I think you did as well, CC, the 0 turnovers in the playoffs. I think he and Drew Brees are the only two to have that run. Unfortunately, I was on the wrong end of the Drew Brees one in 09. But you talk about how hard that is, and the Patriots played the game, the entire portion of the game, this like 6-0, 9-0, for him to make that mistake. And now look, the first pass, it could have gone the other way, right? But he's got enough on it. It doesn't. You have Gonzalez who had 2 hands on it in the end zone and knocks it down. There were opportunities, but they were not taken advantage of. And I think from Sam Darnold is you're seeing him. He made those aggressive throws, but when he knew he didn't have to, he dialed it back. And I appreciate that about a QB, man. Don't force it. Your defense is playing lights out. Your punter's having a great game. Field goal. Let's let it ride. And I think he did. I was appreciative of that effort.
Let's take a look here at the teams with the best odds to win the Super Bowl next season. The current defending champion Seahawks are tied with the Rams as co-favorites to win it all at plus 950. In the AFC, the Bills lead the way with 11-1 odds of lifting that Lombardi trophy. And so which team's championship window is closing the quickest? They better get to it in the next few years. SA, who do you think?
Championship window closing. I'm going to say the Detroit Lions. I'm going to say the Detroit Lions. I think that with the talent that they have, with the expectations that came with it primarily from last year, not this past season, for them to come up short. I know they were saddled with injuries in that playoff game against the Washington Commanders that we just finished talking about. And I know that this year, having lost both coordinators in Aaron Glenn on the defensive side of the ball and Ben Johnson on the offensive side of the ball, Dan Campbell seemed ill-equipped to handle the load that he was going to have to handle without them. I think that next year should be better, but it had better be. You don't get the Gibbs and the Montgomerys and the Jameson Williams and the Laportas of the world and, Amon-Ra St. Browns of the world. You don't get that kind of roster every year, every day. You just don't. And you got to capitalize it on some point. I think next year is their time. I think the window is closing. If they don't step up and get it done, I don't think that we'll be talking about Detroit as champions anytime in the foreseeable future, considering how Seattle's looking and some of the teams on the come up in the NFC.
Saturday.
I'm going Rams here in a big way. I mean, when you think about Matt Stafford, I mean, he made he called his own number of getting the MVP, saying, "Hey, I'm going to be back," which was a massive lift for this Rams organization. But he's in what? If he's 38 there, he'll be 38 this season. So he's on the back end of this. And when you think about Puka and you think about Devontae Adams and Adams' age, and then as you're looking at the defensive side, as these players begin to kind of hit their numbers and their marks, you got to start paying folks. So they're in a sweet spot right now, in my opinion, especially with Stafford. But I think where the Rams and we talked about this team honestly for the majority of the year being the most balanced team in the NFL, and they fell short, and Seattle ultimately became truly the most balanced team and were capable of doing it and win it in their division. They got a tough road. But I think the window for them is closing in a hurry if they're not careful.
Yeah, life comes at you fast in the NFL,
Yeah.
and until this team is more driven by the other side of the ball, the defense, it's going to be hard for me to believe in a squad that's going to have a quarterback that'll be 39 when Super Bowl 61 kicks off. So that's the reality of it. For me, team whose window's closing fast, the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Oh.
They won the division 5 straight years, and so we saw what happened this year. They lost it to the New England Patriots in year 1 with Mike Vrabel and Drake May. Moving on from Sean McDermott, You're moving on from a damn good coach for an unknown in Joe Brady, and it felt like when they made the decision, it was about making everybody in the building comfortable amidst underachievement. And I will say this, nothing of significance has ever grown in a comfort zone, and that applies to the NFL. I'm skeptical that Joe Brady is the answer when it comes to how the Bills get over the hump with Josh Allen.
Yeah, it feels like the Bills is the obvious answer here, right? Because of the coaching change they made that blew all of our minds, and then obviously the fact that they haven't been able to get over the hump. I do feel like the Cowboys could be in this conversation too. I know they haven't won it recently, but it does feel like how many years are we going to talk about how good Dak Prescott is in the regular season? I don't understand. So there's a lot of question marks there.